What's going?
What's happening?
Chillin', ain't shit. Ain't nothing going on, man.
Nah, for real. Little football,
Yeah,
little
bro,
this,
that's all.
little
That's
that.
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Not too great, not too great. Um, shit. Changes in there.
Chill, really. Watch football. Not much. They didn't get my usual gym session in, so I'm a little
Yeah,
lacking.
I usually don't go. I usually don't lift up weekends either. Um,
Yeah.
take that rest, man. I be taking the rest the other weekend. I don't do
Yeah,
nothing. I
yeah.
don't do jack. So that's about it. But always watching football. Watching a lot of
Oh, yeah.
football. You know what I'm saying? Had some, you know what I'm saying, my boys, not the Steelers, but like my team, we beat the team 79-6 on Saturday. So,
Like, that's crazy. That's crazy as
you know what I'm
hell.
saying? We can't start off good, you know what I'm saying? So
Jeez.
I can't complain. Yeah.
Who y'all play?
I mean,
Little Julio and them off the cone?
basically they shot the from sticks, man. Them boys was not it, bro. Well, hey, ranked number 8 in the nation right now. So, that's what we're supposed to do. But
Yeah.
there's also some blowouts everywhere, man. Some blowouts and other college football, some blowouts in the NFL.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? Cowboys, we just going to get right to them ones. Cowboys, man.
Uh,
Bad team. It's
yeah.
like a see. I'm not an avid Cowboys hater. It's like a bad good team. Like they just bad because they're the Cowboys, but like somehow they got like they have like good players to where they shouldn't be bad. They get
Yeah.
toasted, toasted.
Well, it's because they're America's team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, America's
Amer-
team, bro.
America in 2024, it has its ups and downs, just
It
like the
ain't been, it ain't
Cowboys.
been, yeah, it ain't been meshing together well. Freaking America, 2024. Nah, bro, but bro, 47-9. That shit is. I
Yeah,
don't even know like where they like go from there in the sense of like you're 3-3, but you're losing to like a contender, a team that like you're actually like basically supposed to be on par with. Losing to them like that, bro.
yeah,
Like,
almost 50 points. I mean, almost 40 points. Yeah.
bro, they
Crazy.
had their way with them.
Insane. Yeah, I seen them run a hook and ladder in like third, fourth quarter. I was
Yeah,
like, oh my God. I
to
think they had
to to freaking
um
Penne.
yeah,
Yeah,
trying to get them a touchdown.
that's how you know
Shit
it's
was
like
crazy.
bad. It's like to the point where it's like teams just trying shit on you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bro,
We got to the
that's
point we're
bad.
up
Like,
so many points. We just pulling out shit out the playbook. What we
yeah,
got a chance to
yeah,
run? Like,
100%. That's literally what happened. They went deep to the playbook for that. Freaking Lions, Jared Goff went 18 for 25, 315. You know what I'm saying? David Montgomery, Jameer Gibbs, always that backfield is nasty. 80 yards, 2 tutties for Montgomery. So like that run game still continues to struggle for the Cowboys, man.
yeah,
Stephen
man.
has been loving this past few weeks. He loves when the Cowboys get pooped on, but respectfully so. Respectfully and disrespectfully so, because it's like some bad football. You know what I'm saying? They still have those struggles in the run game, which I feel like I thought shouldn't be there. Um, just because of who they have, up front. Uh, but also just giving up 47 points is more than just a run game
Yeah,
issue as well. So like,
yeah, it is.
I don't know.
It's
They're the
just a,
NFC East, man, with two pretty solid teams now. So for them to, they got to crank it up. They're not down and out,
Yeah.
but it's the Cowboys, so everybody is down and out.
Yeah, man. It's crazy because like everybody's been saying, pay Dak Prescott all this money. It's like, okay, where do we go from here? You give him all this money. You gave CD Lamb all that cash. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like it puts you in a hard spot as a franchise because you give these guys, superstar money for them just to play like mid. And, that never bodes well in the future. That never bodes well in the present. So I don't know. But my question to you is, do you think Dak Prescott is a top is a quarterback that's in the top 16 teams in the league? So it's 32 teams. So do you think he's better than 16 starting other quarterbacks in this league?
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
I'll say that, but at the same time, I'll say, oh, brother, this guy stinks. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
no touchdowns, 2 interceptions,
Yeah.
178 yards. That is like bad. Like,
Yeah,
but
that shit's ugly.
on the other hand, that is still gotta take that with a grain of salt. Me saying he's better than, like, he's in the top 16, because like that's still half the leagues. Yeah, he's still better than half like the NFL quarterbacks. While Dak is Dak, he's still better than half of the league.
Is he better than Kyler Murray? Is Dak Prescott a better quarterback than Kyler Murray?
It's 2024 now. Not better than Kyler Murray, and I put Kyler Murray in like the top half of
Yeah.
league QBs. He's not better than I mean, like, again, but like I put Kyler Murray probably around like somewhere in the 10 to 15 range. Dak is probably behind him. I think
Kirk
it's gonna say. I think Dak Prescott is better QB than Kirk. Yes.
Kirk.
I personally, yes, I do.
Really? You really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. 100%. Bro, the thing that, like, that's what I say, I take it with like a grain of salt, because like Dak he's bad in his own right, but when he's on, he's on. And his on, to me, is still better than Kirk Cousins' on. Like, Kirk Cousins
Prime time Kirk Cousins, man. Yeah.
It's prime time. But like, when it's not prime time, it's Kirk Cousins on.
After.
And what does his on look like? I figured first 3 weeks you had Falcons fans ready to freaking, you know what I'm saying, pull their hair out because the guy wasn't like on his shit. But and he's always been like, I always think of like Kirk Cousins as like the bar for average, not mid, but the bar for average. And I think Dak Prescott is above average. Like, I think he's above average QB. And again, like it's tough because like it always seems like I'm not like defending him, but at the same time, it's like when he's on regular season wise, like he's on. Like last year, he freaking, like, when he was like top 2, top 3 in passing yards, he was like had a lot of touchdown production. I can't give it the numbers right now, but you see he had a lot of production. It's just like his postseason production is not there. But like when he's on, he's on. Then he's ass. He's ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like his bottom is bad. Pause. His bottom, but like at the same time, it's like, let me see. Matter of fact, let me just go to. So he had 4,500 yards last year. 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. That is he really was in the conversations to be MVP. 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Like, that is like, that's good football. Now, it doesn't translate to the postseason, but like that's still good for him. Even like now, I mean his touchdown turnover ratio is bad, but right now he has 1,600 passing, which is like, still not bad for through what 6 weeks. He's thrown 352, 221, 379, 293. And then, I mean, in a win against Cleveland, he threw for 179, one touchdown, no interceptions. And then the only game he's thrown under 200 yards was that first game, game one, which is like, it's game one. And then this past game where they lost, where they got clipped. Well, other than that, he's thrown for over 200. And, but his touchdown to interception ratio is considerably worse, in his first half of the season. Um, so it's like his on is on, but his off is ass. Like that's what I mean when I say that.
Yeah. 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 I mean, it's crazy because with that, you really got to take a look at the big picture, the whole thing. Because
Yeah,
there's games you can zone in, and like you're saying, you have good games, and then there's games you can zone in and be like, ooh, this is just bad. It's just bad. And it's um I don't know if you can really say disappointing because I'm not disappointed by it at all. But
yeah.
to have the weapons that you have, like CeeDee Lamb, and you had Amari Cooper last year, and then you got guys like uh Pollard. You got plenty of offensive options on that side of the football, and to have as many mistakes that he does, uh, it's eye opening to where will the league be in a couple of years paying these quarterbacks the way they're paying them. You got guys producing less with more money. Trevor Lawrence, you know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott. It's Jalen Hurts to some degree. So I don't know.
And I'm wrong.
It's interesting.
I definitely agree with you on that. With I mean, it's disappointing for them. Like obviously, like
Yeah,
and them
for
and their
them.
fans, obviously, like your fan is definitely gonna be disappointed. Like, oh, I mean, they always think this thing every year. That's regardless, like you're about.
Yeah.
Like
We
in terms of like, yeah, well, like in terms of like when you kind of have a solid roster. I mean, last year was a drop off. It's a drop off this year from last year in terms of talent, but even still, you have a solid roster. They have a manageable. They have a good roster. Like, there's no other way to sugarcoat it. I mean, like again, Dak's numbers last year, he was honestly like in the back end of the season, he was in the MVP race. Obviously, Mike Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, like DeMarcus Lawrence, Mosley Smith, like they have guys. They have a good roster. So yeah, it's disappointing to see them sitting at 3-3. Like for them, like obviously, again, like people are like, at this point, it was like, oh, it's the Cowboys. Like so, like everybody else is not disappointing, but yeah, it's like again with but at the quarterback position, we talk about paying all this money to guys who aren't producing. Yeah, Dak is one of those guys. Gets all this money, he has no playoffs success. Trevor Lawrence, no playoff success, big contract. Jalen Hurts, been to a Super Bowl, but I mean, other than that, last year kind of shit show against the Bucks in the wild card. So yeah, it's when you start asking the question of like, we shifted from now quarterbacks have always been getting paid the most up there. I mean, obviously left tackles have been up there. Receivers been up there, but now fucking quarterbacks are getting super contracts. That's like so now, and we haven't seen production from any of these QBs. I love him. I still think he's like one of the most talented, but Justin Herbert, no playoff success, got a big contract. So it's like, where do we go with this? Like, because like, there's no way we see a regression though, right? Like, no way we see like them start to pay quarterbacks less. Like, it's just I don't know.
Yeah,
It's an interesting topic to think about, like for real. Just to see where that goes. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely very interesting.
Typically the winners were the guys that saw the most rewards, reaped the most rewards at the end of the season. Okay, well, I'm the best in my position, so I'm going to get paid the most.
Yeah,
Well, it's not like
yeah,
that anymore. It's more like, okay, well, that guy got paid 200 million, and I'm definitely better than that guy, so I got to at least get 250.
yeah.
And now folks looking at my contract. Oh, I got paid 250, so that guy over there needs to at least make 300. Like it
Yep,
just keeps going up. There's no,
yep.
like you're saying, I don't know how you regress. I don't think there is. So I don't know. I
No,
guess we
but yeah,
just pray we don't get more mediocre quarterback play.
yeah, bro. I mean, like a big part of it though is like it's speculation on why it can be like all there can be a speculation on why like things like this happen. But like for me, I think a big thing is also the reemergence of like the NFL defense, like a defensive era is coming back, and like maybe these quarterbacks are just like the defenses are catching up to these quarterbacks. I would say
Yeah,
Patrick
yeah, I
Mahomes
agree.
not having Patrick Mahomes not having a big year to start the year. I mean, he didn't last year and they
Hmm.
won a Super Bowl, whatever. But not looking very like big. Josh Allen is having his Josh Allen moments, but not looking not looking invincible. You know what I'm saying? Aaron
Hmm.
Rodgers is getting, you know, torn up. You know, Lamar Jackson still has his flashy plays, but again, but all the quarterbacks I named, none of them are really like in the MVP race right now. Like it's her like meaning, none of them are playing, top four, top five, maybe five, football right now. So
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, the reemergence of the NFL defense is probably like a big part of that. And like I said, uh, speaking of the name I just mentioned, Aaron Rodgers got lost a big one on Monday after freaking firing their head coach. So what you
Yeah,
think
man.
about
I
that one?
mean, it was crazy because watching that game, they they were playing well. I mean, I say playing well, meaning they were always in the game. They never at one point in the game looked like, oh damn, the Jets are getting beat on. Like, oh man, they're getting blowed out. Like, no, it was always
Mm-hmm.
a close game, but always within a touchdown or maybe 10 points. You know what I'm saying? Even without the head coach, I thought that they would look a lot more, they would kind of roll over and get beat on, but it didn't happen that way. Aaron Rodgers pulled a hat trick out of his he pulled a cat out of his bag of tricks during that right going into halftime.
Yeah,
Another Hail Mary, another Aaron Rodgers play.
yeah, it's
Something we've
literally
seen
Aaron
him do.
Rodgers special, man.
Yeah, man. Something we've seen him do countless times to multiple teams. But it wasn't enough. Came back fourth quarter, tried to do the same thing, hurl that thing. He can get another arm under it. And he
Yeah, I
really
mean,
didn't.
apparently, Mike Williams, per Aaron Rodgers, apparently, Mike Williams ran the wrong route, and like he wasn't, I guess, where he was supposed to be, and that's why that ball looked like that. Even still, he had a chance to like catch it and make a play on it, but he just
Yeah,
didn't.
he,
Got
yeah,
picked.
he's yeah
Uh
he easily could have came back for that ball, but
yeah,
it looked like he slipped and sold.
yeah,
Sold.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's
It's
not gonna sound.
amazing. Not gonna sell.
It's not gonna sound. His ex, he just got back, man.
Boy, nah, nah.
The
Uh, yeah. It's gonna get scary. It's gonna get scary. Uh, did the Jets need another top target. I don't know.
Wait,
They got
and
Garrett
wait,
Wilson. They got goddamn Lazard. But we just gonna
yeah.
add Devontae Adams in there,
Did
and
they need one? Did they need one? No. Did they go and get one? Yeah, they got the best freaking one. Like,
yeah, yeah,
that's annoying, bro. And they didn't have to give up shit. They gave up a
mm-hmm.
fourth.
Mm-hmm.
That can turn into a second, but like even still, you keep all your receivers you already have. Like, so now you have
Right.
Garrett Wilson, and now you have Devontae Adams already. Like, that's crazy. And then you get to keep Lazard in the slot, and then you also get to
Mm-hmm.
keep Mike Williams to,
Mm-hmm.
if they don't trade him or release him, like, and then they have Tyler Conklin is good, at the pennant position. And, yeah, I'm not excited about that one. Especially just my
Yeah.
team, my team being in the AFC. I am not excited. I mean,
Yeah.
nostalgic, yes. I loved that duo when I wasn't in the AFC. Like,
Yeah. It gave people in the NFC pretty much what you call a bad day. So
yeah,
going on to the AFC, I expect the same thing. Will they win anything? I don't think so.
I
But
guess we'll
you
see.
know, yeah, we'll see.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's a game changer. Like when you know the chemistry that Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams has, that's like it. Like that comparison, there's I don't know what the comparison make because that is the comparison. Like everyone knows like what they did to figure on the Packers. Like when you talk about some of the best duos, you talk about Aaron Rodgers and
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Adams. Now they're back together
Mm-hmm.
in a bigger market. You know what I'm saying? On a better team with a better defense. Like this was one of the best defenses Aaron Rodgers has ever had, and now you just like replicate that like with Devontae Adams. It's just like, and then you have Brees Hall out of the backfield who can catch everyone, and then Braylon Allen. Like at first I'm like, will they win anything? No, but like when you add a dynamic receiver like that, it does change a lot. Like it does because now you can just open it up. Like how can you stop an offense with two number one? Like
Yeah.
usually you're like, oh, we need to go get a number two receiver. They have two number ones, like legit. Garrett Wilson is the number one. Was like now he's technically the number two because Devontae Adams is still better at it, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
2024.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like now Garrett Wilson is your number two. It's like that is insane to say. So I don't know, man. I feel like they're gonna terrorize, the AFC now or AFC East at least, and then come playoffs. We'll see if they make it that far. I mean, it's not have to click, but I'm believing that it will click, even though I'm annoyed at it. So yeah.
Yeah. This quick question. Do you think that pushes them over the Bills, considering how close that game against the Bills was? Do you think that move makes them a
Yeah.
better squad than the Bills?
Yeah. If they play,
Even with the Bills' recent acquisition, because they just
yeah,
went and got
I was
Amari
gonna
Cooper
say that too,
themselves.
because they went and got Amari Cooper as well. But
Yeah.
like if they play, you know, when they play each other again with both of these guys, it's gonna be. I think the Jets probably take it. You know what I'm saying? If they were to play, on Monday, with these guys on their respective teams now, I think the Jets probably win. I just think that duo is just way too dynamic and too familiar, and they just click and they just know, and it causes a lot of problems. So like for me, that does put like the Jets, right there with the Bills, probably if not ahead now. So we'll see. And fucking Steelers missed out on that one again. Missed out on another trade, and
Yeah, man.
it's to the team. It's to the team that we freaking play on Sunday. Like
Yeah.
You couldn't
Coming in
escape Devontae Adams.
Yeah, man. Coming into week 7, Jets 2-4. They got some things they're gonna turn around. Hopefully that changes the dynamic of what they got going on over there. Losing
Hey,
without Robert Saleh. But I heard you mention those Pittsburgh Steelers, and
yeah,
even with the good 4-2 start, it looks like Mr. Fields gonna have to take a back seat.
yeah. I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I am not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Justin Fields is playing well. Like, don't get me wrong, but for me, it could just be a nostalgia thing, or like you know, thinking about the past thing. But I'm used to seeing an explosive passing offense from the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to seeing
Mhm.
some great running too, but the great running paired with the explosive offense in the pass game, because we've had Ben Roethlisberger for so many years, and he had the big arm and the big playability, and he just does that stuff. So for me to not see that in terms of like, and it's also it helps in general. I think what I'm getting at, I think Russell Wilson brings the better passing ability than Justin Fields. Like on Sunday and even like previous weeks, you can see that Justin Fields still doesn't have that passing ability that to take the next step. You know, he hasn't taken the next step in his passing ability. And that's really what we need. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the running QB, you know, mobile, yes, dual threat, yes, meaning you run when you have to. You know what I'm saying? You run when you can. But just a pure running quarterback, I'm not a big fan of that. And that's what Justin Fields is. And like, yeah, it looks cool. It looks like fun. You know, he's running. Oh, he looks this highlight worthy, but that is not helping in terms of like our defense is saving us. You know what I'm saying? Like we're 4-2. Yeah, we got the 4-2 start, but Justin Fields is throwing over 200 yards in I don't know how many of those games. Like our defense is keeping us in these games, and we just need something more. Like he's not turning the ball
Yeah.
over. Cool. Like that's all well and good. He looks good, all that stuff, but like there's still questionable throws and the passing ability and in the pass game. And we also didn't sign Russell Wilson for no reason either. Like still got to see what he can do to figure out what direction we're going. So I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, to that point, Justin Fields, it's like for him it's more of a confidence thing when I look at it because it's like, yeah, Justin Fields got the game plan down. He has the routes down. Like he knows what he's out there doing. It's not like he's going out there and doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He just like you're saying got a little shaky on the accuracy, and it's all really it's about how confident he is when he's out there playing to make passes that he knows that he can make and that we know that he can make. It's just putting it out there. But
Yeah.
yeah, to the point of Russell Wilson, it's like you got a good start. Does Russell Wilson come in and change change things for the better in his first game coming against the Jets? Like we saying, has a good defense. And the Jets just got their, like we saying, their new acquisition. So it's really going to be a game where you look at quarterback play. Quarterback play is definitely going to make a big part of this game, especially like you saying, y'all defense pretty solid, their defense pretty solid. So yeah, man, it's gonna be something to see.
Yeah. Like, and this is no like shade to Justin Fields either. Like, I mean, will we see him again this season? Like, I mean, probably. Um, whether it be like for the right reasons or for the wrong reasons, meaning Russell Wilson just didn't show up, or just to also, give Justin Fields, some plays again. But I feel like it's worth it to give Russell Wilson. Like, people are like, oh, why would you do that? Why you just feel the guy, saying, blah, blah. He's only thrown for over 200 yards twice. You know what I'm saying? And it was against the Colts. He threw for 312 yards, but we were down. We were losing. So, like, he threw the ball 34 times. So, like, threw for 312, that checks out. And then the win against the Chargers, he threw for 245, threw the ball 32 times. So, both times he threw for over 200 yards, he threw 30 plus passes, which it checks out. But, some quarterbacks are doing that 25 attempts. You know what I'm saying? There's stuff like that. It's just even 20 attempts. It just depends on, how explosive the offense is. And like I said before, I just think Russell Wilson brings that passing edge to the game, and we need to get the ball to like our pass catchers. So that's how I feel about it. And hey, look, we can save this, clip this, come back and see. And if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But only time will tell. I'm saying we'll see on Sunday.
Let's see on Sunday.
See on Sunday. All I guess.
Well, coming into the last home stretch of this episode, I guess we can start off with who is your top 3, top 5 for MVP this season?
Top 5. I'll go top 3. Right. I'll go top 3 because we got some. I'll go top 4. 4 specific number because I got somebody on my mind. Right, I got somebody at 4. At 4. Yeah. And it's only because of position. I kind of want to sneak him into 3. At 4, I'm going TJ Watt. TJ Watt needs to be in the conversation for MVP. He's playing the best football, like, of any defender in the NFL right now. 2 forced fumbles on Sunday, 5 tackles. The week before that, couple sacks. Like, he's playing the best football by any defender in the NFL right now. I'm gonna go 4 TJ Watt. 3, he's been missing some of his targets from week to week. He'll get one back. He loses one and get one back. Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's he's under the radar. He's been playing, sneakily good, and I just give he has 1,600 yards, through 6 weeks, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's been sacked 12 times, but he's averaging 8.8 yards a pass. Like, he's sneakily having a good year, and like there's nothing more I can say about that. So that's my 3. 2, he emerged. I used to hate this guy, but now there's not much to hate on. Baker Mayfield. He has the Bucks playing the back, like, he has the Bucks playing out of their minds.
Who would have ever thought Baker Mayfield and MVP would be in the same conversation?
You are telling me, bro. I watched this guy for years on the ground, bro. Bad. Watched him go 0-16, bro. 1-15. Like, when look, this is as comical to anybody, including me. And for me, in 2024, the MVP should be, and by the end of the season will be, is Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is the MVP. Right now. Right now, and at the end of the season, Sam Darnold would be that. That's my
bold.
That's my drop mic right there.
That's a bold
What
one.
you
Okay,
got?
that's a bold one. That is a bold one. All right. Top five. I got five on this list. Um, Ordering was kind of hard. Ah, got some dogs on this list. Well, in no order specifically, I'll just start with who I know should be in the top five conversation. Lamar Jackson. I mean, the guy's been playing solid football. He's 4-2. Dude won MVP last season. And he just got Derrick Henry. And it's making a difference. It's taking the load off of Lamar. You can see he's not having to do as much, not as many passes to where he has to, chances to throw bad balls. It works. Him and Derrick Henry works, and I believe that is going to help push him into a top five positioning in that MVP ladder. Another guy I have on here, maybe my somewhat surprise. I don't think he will be MVP, but I definitely think he'll be top five. CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud. They're 5-1. Texans have been rolling. Him and Stephon Diggs are another one of those 1-2 dynamic duos that just works. And as long as they keep on the track that they're going on, I mean, he's going to have a big season as well. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. But he has to be here. Things are getting a little homey. Look at that play from Mahomes. You threw it in the dirt. What a play. Yeah, man.
God.
I mean, it's a little self-explanatory. It's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It's Mahomes. It's Andy Reid. Nothing left to say.
Look, fair enough.
Yeah. Josh Allen. He's been, another one of those guys that's just like, it's kind of obvious why he's there, playing well, man of the team, carrying the Bills, just got him on his shoulders. So quite literally. And my last, but certainly not least, I wanted to go a little different. Try to see if I could sneak another position in there. You might hate me for this one, but Derrick Henry.
Oh,
Derrick Henry. Now, this might be sounding insane as having a team with two MVP caliber players on the same roster. But like I said, that pairing with Lamar and Derrick Henry, it's working. It's working. I mean, every time Derrick Henry gets the ball, it looks like he can break it off for about 15, 20. I'm not too sure how many average yards he's averaging per carry this season, but I'm pretty sure it's over 6 yards a carry. Yeah. I mean, when it comes to looking at running backs, the pinnacle of running backs, I mean, Derrick Henry's still that guy. And yeah, man, I mean, if the Raiders continue to use him the way they've been using him and just giving it to him 20 times a game and telling them to just stuff it down their throat, he can easily walk out the season another 1,000-yard season. Easily. So
see, that's a slippery slope for me because if you say Derrick Henry, then you gotta throw, I'm saying, your own boy in there.
Like what?
Yeah. Maybe you're gonna talk about a running back, one of that. But then also, if CFC did not win that shit last year, no way a running back runs at this shit. Like Derrick Henry would have to rush for. Derrick Henry would have to rush for another 2K adding like another 700 yards receiving on that, to win MVP. But I'm just surprised you went Derrick Henry and not Saquon on that.
Well, only reason I did because when it comes to MVP, you always got to look at record. Record's always going to be a huge factor. Because if record wasn't such a huge factor, I actually would have had Joe Burrow on my list. Because while the Bengals have a pretty shit record, Joe Burrow is possibly the best quarterback in football, other than maybe like Sam Darnold, those top quarterbacks that just are playing out of their minds right now. Because Joe Burrow, I think he's top 3 in passing yards, top 3 in passes completed. Like he's been balling for the Bengals to have such a mediocre record. You know what I'm saying? 300 yards pretty much every game. He's been playing pretty good. So see what Joe Burrow has.
He's top 5. Has one of the
Top 5.
probably one of the highest rated QBRs.
Yeah.
Yeah, highest passer rating. He has 110 passer rating.
Yeah.
Which is probably the highest in the
right.
NFL. 75 QBR. Yeah.
Yeah.
10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, my man. So, damn, that's
yeah,
crazy.
that's solid. Yeah. So, yeah, you know,
yeah, you're not wrong.
if they weren't, what's that record like? 1-4?
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, it's abysmal. It's abysmal. So it's like Jamar Chase forgot he was Jamar Chase, and you know, whatever.
I mean, you remember the last couple of days.
Yeah.
He did.
The last couple of weeks,
he did. But
but yeah, I mean, if record allowed it, I mean, I would definitely have Saquon in there. He's been carrying our offense, like,
yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah, man,
there you go. You're just gonna make sure, like, subscribe, follow Instagram, Scoreboard Shenanigans, TikTok,
definitely.
Scoreboard Shenanigans, YouTube, Scoreboard Shenanigans. It's gonna be on the screen somewhere. Don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be on the screen. And
link in the bio. Link in the bio.
Yes, there. Link in the bio. Check everything out. And you know what I'm saying? We gonna be back. Again?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Again,